Alright, how can we get the Strange Matter mod for Minecraft? In Minecraft, the Strange Matter mod is a futuristic mod that adds anomalies to the world. It's about finding anomalies, interacting with warp gates, doing research, and more. To get this mod, simply head to Strange Matter, which has 33,500 users, and it tells us it's a mod about discovering and containing unstable anomalies that bend reality's laws. So just go to mod load, select Forge or whatever you prefer, and choose version 1.21 or 1, 21.1 for NeoForge. Save this by pressing Windows plus R, type app data, go to roaming/.minecraft, and in the mods folder, that's where you'll save Strange Matter. And there you have it. Alright, how can we find and scan anomalies? In Strange Matter, anomalies spawn naturally in the world and can feel relatively common when exploring. When finding them, the initial goal isn't crafting, but registering them and starting the research cycle. Okay, for example, here we have this strength rift, and basically what we need to use is the field scan. Okay, if we right click, it says scanning energetic rift, okay? And you see it shows +10 there. It says this anomaly has already been scanned. Therefore, we need to keep looking and find another one. As you can see here, for example, another one has appeared, okay? And we do the same. Right click, expanded echo, there we go, +10. And all these are points we're accumulating in the research tablet. The crafting recipe for the field scanner is this one here, okay? It's made with a shard. The shard seems to come from the energetic shard crystal, and look, we have a temporal bloom here. We should scan this too, right? And this is what we need to do, scan all the things we find along the way. As you can see, it also changes the environment where they're found, okay? That's because they generated in water, but here it changes the ground and everything to anomalous grass and chrono shard ore. Got it? So if we don't know how to get shards, well, there we have it, okay? Literally near the anomalies these shards generate, and there we have a shard. Also, and resonating ore. Let's see, come on, raw resonate. So that would be the first step to progress within the mod. Alright, how can we use the anomaly resonator? The anomaly resonator works like a compass that points to the nearest anomalies, okay? As you can see, it now tells me it's 16 blocks away, and if I keep clicking, it shows the closest one is right here, okay? I've already scanned this one, okay? But if we kept doing this, we'd basically be using the tool until there's a moment when it suddenly decreases. Okay, you see it's dropping to 44. It must be around here. There it is. Do you see it going down, down, down? Look, it's right here, okay? So here we have another anomaly that affects gravity, okay? The truth is it looks super cool, doesn't it? So the anomaly resonator is crafted, as we can see, with resonate ingot and any shard. The resonate and shards are, well, raw resonate, which we smelt to get the ingot, is found literally near these types of blocks. As you can see here, we have anomalous grass, okay? And near the anomalous grass, ores can appear. Here, in this case, it seems that I'm not able to see any exposed, but in this other anomaly, I don't know if underneath here, well, there's still anomalous grass, but no ores. Here in this one, for example, called Temporal Bloom, you can see there are ores, okay? So that's how you get the shards and everything else. Alright, how can we get shards and resonites? Okay, these are basically essential ores we'll need. Raw resonite, which we can smelt and use for various crafting recipes in the Strange Matter mod, right? For many crafting recipes in the mod, and for the Reality Forge. So we have tons of options. And then there's the Chrono Shard, right? Which similarly will be useful for different crafting recipes. They come in different colors and such. How do we get them? Well, they basically generate near anomalies, okay? Here we have an anomaly that, as you can see, changes the grass color and creates anomalous grass. And as you can see, underneath we have ores. Of course, this happens with all anomalies. For example, here's an anomaly, right? If I go down now, I'll put on a division. We're already seeing they spawn mobs, skeletons without bows, okay? Something a little strange. But if I look, see? The shade shard appears, resonite appears, right? So we're seeing another type of shard. Over here was another anomaly, and we'll do the same thing. Break the grass blocks and see if there's any ore underneath them, okay? It doesn't have to be there. As you can see, it's not that easy. And in fact, it doesn't seem to be here. At least I don't see any. But well, it's just about luck. How do we find these anomalies? with an anomaly resonator. Okay, we move forward until suddenly, now I'm moving away from the last one. Now, as you can see, I'm not going so far. It must be around here. Yes, it's over here on the right. I'm getting closer, closer, closer. 49, 22, 19. And look, here it is. Temporal bloom. Let's register it with the field scanner to get the points, okay? And let's look again to see if there's anything hidden underground. Look, I broke that by accident, see? Look, there it is. Chrono shard, shard ore. So yeah, it's just about patience and finding the anomalies, which is actually quite easy. No point in lying. So there we have it. All right, how can we use the research tablet and research notes? Okay, these two elements from Minecraft Strange Matter. Well, in Strange Matter, after collecting research points from scanning, if I use the resonator now, it shows me there's an anomaly about 100 blocks away. Look, it's right there. They're actually quite visible. I just go here, right click, okay, and scan the anomaly. This is a gate, right? There it is. It's a portal I can go through. I don't know if crossing it is the best idea, but you can cross it, okay? Theoretically, we should be able to return. There it is, okay? So I can scan it, but also this will give me points. Points for what? For the tablet, okay? So as you can see, we open the tablet and we have all these points here, and I'm a D, whatever, anomaly resonator. It says an advanced compass, advanced light device that points to the nearest anomalies, allowing synchronization. So if I buy it now, okay? I've bought it there. Now it says it's fixed. I get the research note, okay? These research notes represent your knowledge advancement and unlock discoveries and crafting opportunities. But they don't complete themselves, and it tells us right here. Research notes are obtained by completing project searches on a research tablet. Right-click with research notes to open the interface. Accumulate research points by scanning anomalies and spend those points to unlock technologies and receive research notes, okay? So I select the anomaly resonator, and basically the next step would be the research machine. Insert the research note, okay? Well, I've put it in now, but it says insert the research note to start the search, okay? And there we can start and we'll begin researching, okay? So it's that simple. All right, we have the research machine here, and I'm going to show you how to play the mini games. The research machine is where we complete our studies on strange matter, okay? What's the process? Well, the process is that we find anomalies, scan them with the field scanner, and they give us points. We spend these points on the tablet. We use anomaly resonator or whatever here, buy what we need, and then we receive a research note. When this happens, what we do is click on grab a research machine, okay? As you can see, it has this crafting recipe here, resonant coil, which is made with nuggets. We have the stabilized core and we have the resonate resonant circuits. So we take the research note, right click, and basically now we'll hit begin research. Then what we'll do is play an interactive mini game. There are 6 mini games, okay? I understand that here the mini game, let's see, amplitude. Here, I understand the mini game is about creating the same wave pattern, right? See, I can change the wave so it's not synchronized. So the goal here is to match the same wave. Well, it says I failed, probably because I took too long. Let's try again. Begin research. Come on, let's try it. We increase the amplitude, and there it is. Now it's synchronized. And then this purple one says, oops, we're out of sync. And I'm not sure what to do with this purple one. It says, we must complete the pattern or goal. Look, look, look. The pattern is there, more or less. Oops. Look, there's the pattern. Oh. I had it. Wow, it's complicated, huh? It's just, it breaks very quickly. Is it to the left? It's this, right? Almost there now. Ah, look, here it shows the stability, right? The time I have left. Look, they're telling us here. Energy, adjust the waves. Cognition, the first one is memorizing space. This one we're doing now is correcting. Gravity is balancing, time is synchronizing, and shadow is aligning. All minigames stabilize and instability. Any unstable minigame causes instability to grow. If the experiment becomes too unstable, the research fails, okay? Let's try one last time, quickly, see if I can do it. Come on, amplitude up, come on. And now it was to the left. Oh, I had it there. Did you hear something? There. There's the stability. I need to press hard. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. This one doesn't. It's not fixing properly. I don't know why. They keep getting messed up. I need to lower the bar as much as possible. See how they keep getting messed up, and I'm lowering the instability bar, but they keep breaking. They keep breaking. Okay, I wasn't doing it wrong. There, I got it. And if I look at the tablet now, okay, research tablet, I right click it. See, I've unlocked it now. So I could theoretically craft it now, right? So finally. All right, how can we capture anomalies to be able to, well, with the echo vacuum, okay? The echo vacuum is this element here made with resonate ingot, 2 energetic shards, 2 special shards, and a chrono shard. It's made with the reality forge. If we take the reality forge and right click here, you'll see a bit more about the crafting and what makes sense, okay? Here we would put the crystals, crafting and so on. Well, basically, the echo vacuum allows you to extract anomalies. It says you need a container or a capsule. So let's go there. Gravity. Okay, let's go with an empty capsule. And then we start absorbing. And there I've absorbed, for example, the warp gate. If I throw it now, it places it for me. I don't know if it will teleport me to the same place as before. And no, a completely random location, okay? So that's how we can absorb an anomaly, or at least move it, because we're moving it with this trick, okay? So the use is to attract or suck the anomaly towards you, removing it from the environment. After extracting it, you can put it in a capsule, as you can see, and this is how we store the anomalies we capture. And there are some crafting recipes that depend, right? Like the warp gun, for example, that directly depend on getting these anomalies, on sucking them up, okay? And there we have a warp gun. I don't know how much damage this can do, or if it works on all mobs. No, this looks really promising. Okay, but there it is. There we have it, right? Well, I've understood how to use it. You right-click, left-click, sorry. You place a portal and right-click to teleport from one place to another. See? Do you see it? Wow, it's cool, huh? It's cool because if I do this, here we go. Right-click, wait, and boom. There. There. Pretty interesting, huh? Quite interesting. All right, how can we craft in Reality Forge using shards? Advanced crafting in Strange Matter relies on a specific station called the Reality Forge, a special crafting station that requires anomaly shards. So we have the Reality Forge, right? Information, Reality Forge is simply a powerful machine that crafts items using anomaly shards. It requires specific materials and anomalous shards to function. Use it to create, strange matter advanced items. It's important to note about research. I understand that if we want to craft something like the anomaly resonator, we need to have completed the research first, which I've already shown you how to do, okay? So what I'll do is grab everything and unlock it with a command, which is this, research unlock all. There, now everything is unlocked. You guys don't need to do this, okay? Otherwise it takes away the fun of the mod, but it's for us to see everything quickly. So now we have access to all the crafting recipes, and let's say we want to craft, for example, well, I don't know, let's pick some item. Gravitation Hammer. It has a very complicated crafting recipe, 6 gravity shards. It allows us resonates, block, capsule. Okay, let's go there. Okay, let's set up the crafting. Okay, crafting items are one here, one here. I know it's black and hard to see, but that's fine. We put the capsule there, and this goes here. As you can see, we have the crafting set up, okay? It said 6, right? If we put 6 here, as you can see, nothing happens. But if we put all 6 there, okay, they'll start spinning and spinning, and with our crafting setup, the gravitational hammer will be created. What happens if I put all 6 there, but haven't placed anything in the crafting setup? Well, as you can see, they'll start spinning, but nothing will happen, okay? I'm going to try baiting it by placing items to see if it gets confused or crafts something, but no, they just keep spinning, okay? I understand that if I close it now, they'll still be there. Well, I don't know how to remove them, honestly. Well, breaking the forge removes them, okay? I don't know if that's how it's supposed to work, but I don't see any button to remove it, so you can break the forge and it returns to you, so no problem. So yeah, that's how you use the forge. And there we have the Gravitation Hammer, which I'm not really sure what it does. Watch out, watch out. Okay, it's loaded. Okay, yes, here it comes. There it is. It's because I was in creative mode. Oh, there it is. Okay, well now we have the weapon, okay? Super interesting. Very good. How do you use the warp gun for teleportation? Well, basically, the warp gun lets you create a personal teleportation network. Let's take a look at the crafting recipes. It's like this. You need energetic shards, spatial shards, resonate ingots, planks, and a containment capsule warp gate. Then, with right click, you place one portal point, and with left click, you place the other, like there next to the tree. If I go through it now, as you can see, I'm next to the tree, right? There's the previous portal I placed, and that's it. That's how it works, okay? I don't know if there's a way to remove both portals. I'm not sure. Can I put one on top of another? And now the million-dollar question. Can a mob other than me go through this portal? For example, a villager. Hey, villager. Indeed, it can. Okay, watch out. He's crossing back. Oops, he's coming closer. So there you have the idea too, right? Entities can also pass through it. Oops, it's turned into... Oh, that's cool. So there are also villagers. Oh, that's cool. Let's take advantage of this. This video wasn't meant for that, but since I know I wouldn't cover it because I didn't even know about it, let's see what trades the villager connected to the Reality Forge offers us. Okay, let's upgrade him. For now, as you can see, he can give us Resonate. He gives us Resonate ingots and Resonate nuts. Right now, he's pretty focused on the same items. Everything's the same so far. Okay, shards, resonant coil, interesting. They're a bit expensive. And the shards even more so. Come on, give me something interesting. And stabilized core, well, not bad, not bad, not bad. He's expert level, but he can be master, right? The stabilized core serves as a crafting component, okay? He doesn't have much else for crafting. And basically it costs all this, so it's quite expensive. Finally, we have resonant circuit and block of resonate, okay? The resonant circuit is this thing here, okay? Another utility piece for crafting. So the villagers are super interesting, huh? So we've discovered something new here without even trying. Look at that, just like that. As for the warp gun, it has a range limit, which is basically the drop shot. There's no cooldown or energy consumption when using it, okay? So that's about it. All right, how can we use the hoverboard? Look at how I appear with the strange matter. Basically, the hoverboard is crafted with 4 resonance ingots, a gravity anomaly capsule, and a resonance circuit. And basically, how can we use it? Well, good. The hoverboard basically gives you a lot of speed. I don't know if it works on water or... That's definitely broken, huh? It gives you speed, lets you jump, okay? If I switch to survival mode, you'll see it better. It lets you jump and is obviously designed for fast mobility. I'm not sure if it helps climb what you're seeing, or maybe if we keep jumping, okay? It really does jump high, I have to admit. And for finding anomalies, this works absolutely perfectly. Plus, if I use the gun, I create height, right? Come on, I want the anomaly, I want the anomaly. There, I'll take it. Oh no, a creeper. Ooh, it's a bit tricky to maneuver, huh? But anyway, there we have it. Basically, it has several changes of why am I dizzy? Because I got close to this anomaly, right? And what anomaly is this? First time I've seen it, Topwell? Come on, let's go. I'll keep it all, man. And that's how it works, okay? I think I've already shown the crafting, so super cool tool that Strange Matter offers here, honestly. Super interesting. All right, how does the Gravitation Hammer work, okay? Well, the Gravitation Hammer, as you can see, says, well, I'm going to show it to you. It says, left click for 3x3 area mining and left click plus crouch. We'll be mining just a single block. Well, let's stop reading about it. We're going to right click, left click, sorry. As you can see, we mine directly. If crouching, we mine 1 by 1. And if we hold right click, we charge 3 times. And on the third, we can release to make a tunnel, okay? Well, in this case, the tunnel hasn't been made, okay? There it is. If I do this now, right click, 1, 2, 3, release, boom, there's our tunnel. It doesn't go diagonally, okay, as we can see. But we can also make the tunnel in a block we're not standing on if we want to dig down without hitting ourselves. So that's super interesting. The crafting recipe is this, and there you have it, okay? Alright, how can we slow down time with the Chrono Blister? Well, this weapon basically has the following crafting recipe in the Strange Matter mod, and is made with 2 resonant ingots, a chrono shard, and an oak plank. And basically what it allows us to do is slow down time, okay? It doesn't specify costs, fuel, or energy requirements. It's presented as a temporary tool to experiment with environmental rhythm, alter physical and temporal rules, and so on. So I don't really know how it works either. Let's right-click. Wow, I get it now. Is this permanent? Please tell me it's not. Well, it can be broken, and it's quite powerful. They don't give it to you, by the way. Ah, look, yes, no, it's not permanent. It slowly disappears. Do you see it? So you shoot. When you right click, it charges up to a maximum level, okay? That's super, super interesting. Super, super interesting, okay? There we have it. And it's just like a ball that slows down enemies, but I don't think it takes away health. Theoretically, it takes 4 health points per hit, okay? Which, well, makes it an interesting weapon. So I hit 2.5 or 2 per heart. I mean, 2 hearts, sorry. But it's true that I can't trap an enemy inside and hit it, which doesn't make sense to me. But remember, this mod is still a work in progress, okay? Let's see. I'll trap it, and no, I can't hit it again. For me, this doesn't make much sense. Unless I'll try it while falling, charging the attack, shoot, and no, it didn't work. I'm going to try again. But differently by basically taking the shot earlier with a bit more anticipation. Let's see. Come on, eh? 3, 2, 1, bam. And no. No, it's not working, eh? It's not working. And it stops my fall if I just go up and fall on top of something like this. Oops, now I'm glitched. I'm glitched out. Okay. I'm bugged out, huh? Let me teleport inside, okay? Okay, there we go. I understand it'll stop my fall, right? It's a bit buggy, I have to admit. It's a little buggy. Now all the physics are completely glitched for me. I get that it's complicated, yeah. Look, I'm permanently glitched now. No. Alright, let's see. Nah, I can't fix this glitch, damn. If you exit and re-enter, you stay bugged. That can't be right. Well, this is a bug killer, huh? Well, at least if the creator sees this video, they'll know about the bug. So yeah, be very careful with this work in progress. Maybe if I go inside the blocks and come back out, my physics will reset and fit. Let's see, come on please. There it is. Okay, what I wanted to test is if I throw this and fall, if I take damage, because obviously it slows me, but see, it doesn't save me from falling. Honestly, I don't see the point of this being completely direct. But there we have it. In case anyone finds it, there you go. Very good. How can you transform into any mob? Okay, with the Echoform Injector. Basically, we have the Echoform, which is an Echoform Injector that's crafted like this. It has a pretty simple crafting recipe, and with this we can be anything scannable, and we could even try it with the dragon, right? Why not? /summon Ender Dragon. Ole, ole, ole. Okay, I scanned the Ender Dragon. I'm the Ender Dragon. I'm going to switch to survival mode. Sure, I'm the Ender Dragon, but I don't do Ender Dragon things. This guy is coming for me, but I'm still an Ender Dragon. The dragon's going to stay here. I'm really sorry, I don't do dragon stuff. Well, I can transform into that creature. The limitation is that you might look glitchy. I don't know if the Wither Skeleton is still around. Yes, if I right-click the Wither Skeleton and become one, you see the movement is a bit weird, okay? And basically the idea is to use it as a transformation tool based on scanning and such. I'm going to try to grab a mob like the zombie because it's a somewhat more basic mob. Let's see if it's programmed to at least make fire damage me, although it's not taking damage itself. Let's see, am I taking damage? And no, remember that this mod is still a work in progress, okay? Let's not be too harsh. The concept is cool, and I'd actually say they've gone overboard. I mean, I don't know how hard it is to add this. There are mods made exclusively just for this one item, okay? So putting this item in your modi as just a simple item, well, it might give you so many headaches that it's probably better to remove it, okay? Or maybe just have a right click, open a menu with 5 mobs you can transform into instead of transforming into literally any mob you find, which can get pretty crazy. But you could also keep it purely visual, right? If you want to keep it only visual, then hey, it could work for multiplayer too. The thing is, of course, you can't move the legs like this, okay? So anyway, there you have it. Alright, how can we use the levitation pad and the stasis projector? Well, these are basically 2 laboratory utilities shown in Strange Matter in Minecraft. Basically, the levitation pad is an elevator, right? For vertical movement. Be careful, if we fall, we'll lose health. And then the stasis projector. The stasis projector is like an item display, okay? If we right click and theoretically place an item, it should display it visually, right? I don't know if it's not working, or maybe I'm just not a survivalist. None of the items are working for me, huh? Well, I don't know which item would display, but theoretically that's what it does. Maybe I'm not placing it correctly and should put it on the wall. No, it's not letting me. Or at night, midnight. With redstone, perhaps. Redstone, not that either. Well, there it is. I don't know. I'm not really sure how it works. By the way, how cool is the shader, right? So there we have it. If anyone knows, please tell me. All right, I'm going to show you now how to distinguish the different anomalies in the Strange Matter mod, okay? First of all, we have the energetic rift. I'm looking for, the echo vacuum is, no, this Echoform in printer. Okay. Well, the first one is the energetic rift, right? This one basically generates electrical effects and interacts with the lightning rods, okay? Which would be, or the rift stabilizer. Let me place a lightning rod to see if it works. I'll remove the rift stabilizer. Ah, yes, it does interact, yes. Wow, lightning just struck. Look at that. Hey, that's pretty cool, huh? Look how it charges with electricity. There. Pretty cool utility, right? Very good. Another anomaly is the tuff. Well, okay. This affects the player's perception and confuses nearby mobs, okay? It actually has bookshelves here just sitting around. They're called cognitive anomalies. Others are temporal. What temporal anomalies do is accelerate crop growth, okay? They put them there and they have modified gravity effects, okay? I don't know if you noticed, but excuse me for being a goat. I fall much faster, okay? Here. If I drop here instead, you'll see it takes a bit longer, and here I fall a bit faster. These are changes I know many of you won't notice, but anyway, as someone who's played a lot, I can verify that yes, it does work. Others are shadow anomalies which absorb light and increase mob spawn rates, okay? It would be a good spot to make, for example, a hostile mob farm. We also have these here, which are gravity anomalies that basically create levitation fields and effects of modified gravity. Honestly, I don't notice it. I'm not going to lie. I don't know if I jump higher. No, I don't notice it. But hey, theoretically, that's what they do. I'm going to throw an item. Nothing. It fell straight down, right? No, it's doing something weird, right? It's moving. Something strange. Something strange. I don't really know how it works, but something's odd because it moves, but can't seem to suck it in. Well, it'll do something. And finally, the last one, which I think I'll spawn normally because it's the warp gate. We've seen this one already. It's this one here, okay? These are basically just portals. You enter here and it takes you to another warp gate, okay? I don't know if it's to the nearest one, but it takes you to another one. All right, I want to introduce you to the resonant condenser now, okay? We're going to power it up using creative mode. Basically, what it does is use energy and at the same time a strange matter, okay? To generate crystals. I understand that the type of crystal it generates depends on the type of strange matter that's present. Hello, Creeper. Let's wait a bit, okay? Because as you can see, it says progress 31 out of 100, so we need to wait quite a while. I don't know how much energy it consumes. It goes up by tens, so it drains energy pretty quickly. Let's see what it gives us as a result. Well, I've been waiting a while, and as you can see, it says progress 75 out of 100. It made a shade shard here, and in this other one, okay, which I also set up, it made an insight shard. Okay, I was waiting for the second one to finish, so you could see that it's always going to give the same result, okay? If we go to the guide and look here for resonance condenser, here it is, okay? It doesn't give us a table of each type of what each one produces, but, well, there we have it, okay? No, it doesn't have much more to it. So that's how we could also get shards another way. Alright, how do we untransform? Earlier, I accidentally taught you how to transform, and if you noticed, I've been transformed for the next 10 tutorials because I didn't know you could untransform. So how do you do it? Well, you use the eco-forming printer, crouch down, right-click, and that's how you untransform. Important note, if we've transformed, right? If we've taken the eco-forming printer, thrown it away or whatever, and then want to untransform, we might get the message, you are not currently transformed, which is false. But to fix this or get around it, simply scan another mob and we'll untransform, and that's it, okay? So it's that simple. Alright, how can we obtain each type of shard? We might be a bit more advanced in the Stranger Matter mod and need to know specifically how to get each shard. Well, if we right-click with the table, we'll see there are different types of anomalies and each belongs to a shard. For example, the energy anomalies will give us, as you can see, the bluish colored shard, okay? If we go to this red one, we'll need the gravity anomalies for that. Then if we want the purple shard, we'll need the dark one. If we want the yellow shard, we'd need the temporal anomalies. And if we want the green shard, we'd need the cognitive anomalies. Finally, if we need the blue, the true blue, we'll need the gateways or warp gates, okay? So that's how you get the different shards. We go there, check if the ore is present, or simply use a resonance condenser connected to electricity, and that's it. And we'd get these resources without any problem. Alright, how can we use the resonant burner in strange matter? If we right click, we simply have a place to burn things, okay? Let's try burning some coal, okay? And there it starts burning. It shows us burn progress of 1600. If I put this in now, it'll show the same, but out of 16,000, that's the burning capacity of that element. Why is this? Because if this storage fills to maximum, which is what's going to happen, you'll see, okay? I'll wait for it to fill up. You'll notice that the burn progress, right, will continue decreasing, okay? So it's important to keep this in mind. This is to show you everything that gets wasted. So what's the trick? Basically, storing this energy. If we use cables, we can move the energy, okay, with resonance circuit. But where do we move it to? Let's talk about that. Well, theoretically, into an energy cell, right? But of course, these are already full in creative mode. By the way, the resonant burner is crafted like this, and the resonance circuit is crafted this way. And honestly, I'm not going to lie to you, there doesn't seem to be any way to store this energy. I'll check with this, but no, it doesn't seem to work, so we can only spend it on a... Where is it? In a resonance condenser or in a rift stabilizer, okay? Let's use the resonance condenser, which definitely needs energy, but I'm not clear on how to connect it. Oh, it connects automatically. Okay, so there we have it. That's simple. All right, how does the rift stabilizer actually work? Well, the rift stabilizer lets first remove this entire tree. It requires the energetic rift, which is this rift here, okay? The energetic rift will charge this element, the rift stabilizer, and as you can see, it does a pretty good job. How many can it charge? Well, let's check it out. Right now, it seems 3 at once is too many, but 2 seems fine, okay? What happens if I add a third one? Well, it disconnects the others. So let's not overdo it. So how does it work? Why doesn't it work when I place it here? Okay, I'll break this one. See, it's not working, not detecting it. It's because I'm not facing it correctly. This is the front, okay? So if we want to extract energy, we do it from here. If I place a cable here or here, it doesn't connect. But if I connect it from this side, it does connect. So this way we would have an energy generator through the energetic rift. Honestly, it's quite overpowered, and I don't know if it's compatible with other energy mods, but I see it as very broken. On the other hand, if we contain an energetic rift, right? And for whatever reason we take a rift stabilizer, of course, you might ask, does it work? Of course. What if we put several? Okay, I'm going to try to put 3 there. All 3 connect to the same one. And that was another question I had, and it seems that it doesn't work, okay? In fact, if there are 3 together, they don't even function, right? Because they can't detect it, unless we move it a bit further away. Let's see, I'm not sure what the range of each of these is, but that's how it works, right? I don't know the maximum range, honestly. If I remove this, it detects it now. If I put it here too, and if I put it here, wow, the range is quite long, huh? I must admit it. Let's see, also here. So we can use that much range. Here it would also be, no, not here anymore. I'm getting carried away, aren't I? Okay, not that far, right? Here it works, yeah. So it reaches a range of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 blocks, okay? Of course, why am I calculating this? Because theoretically, if I did this, and what's in my head works, which is my brain, all 3 should work, right? But they don't. I thought it would work like this, something to do with the radius or something like that. But no, now it works, right? Well, those 2 work. This third one doesn't. Not yet. Let me try closer. No. You understand what I'm trying to do, right? But no, I'm not getting it to work. Well, there we have it, okay? That's the maximum range they reach. With this, we've covered the entire mod. I hope you liked it. This mod from the mod jam they made is super cool, really interesting. Many congratulations to the creator. I hope they keep developing it, though I already see it's quite polished with many interesting items, and I think that's what I need most. Maybe some more interesting items and such, but the hoverboard is awesome. The Gravitation Hammer is really cool and generating energy. So for me, the mod is really great, okay? So that's it. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in future videos. Absolutely. Bye-bye.